In the warm heart of a small West African town stood Ogbahe Boarding School, a place known for discipline, brilliance, and a woman whose food carried a sweetness no one could resist. Her name was Mama Oji. Every morning, she walked through the school gates with her colorful wrapper swaying in the breeze, her wooden food box balanced on her hip, and a smile so kind it softened even the hardest prefects. Her meals were legendary. The students said her pap tasted like honey from heaven. Her baby food mixtures were so creamy and rich that even seniors queued like toddlers for a taste. Parents trusted her, teachers respected her, and the students adored her. She was the only vendor allowed into the school. Everyone believed she was harmless, even helpful. But the daytime has its own blindness. What people love in the light is not always what follows them in the dark. Soon, strange things began to happen. Students who ate Mama Oji's food started waking up tired, weak, and unusually drained. Talented pupils lost their gifts overnight. Artists stopped drawing, brilliant minds became slow, singers lost their voices. Yet the more exhausted they became, the more they craved her food. Something unseen pulled them back to her pot, again and again. Nothing made sense until the day a new student arrived. Her name was Chiamaka, quiet, observant, intelligent. During her first week, she tasted Mama Oji's food, and that night she had a dream unlike anything she had ever known. She saw a giant pot glowing with floating lights, tiny stars swirling like grains of rice. Mama Oji stood over it, stirring slowly with a golden spoon. The stars cried softly, their voices sounding like children. Chiamaka woke up shaking, breathless, and drenched in sweat. On her wrist was a faint glowing mark, which slowly faded by morning. She became watchful, studying the children who loved Mama Oji's food. Their tired eyes, their fear of nighttime, their deepening weakness. Something was terribly wrong. Her search for answers led her to the old school library. Hidden behind forgotten textbooks was a cracked leather-bound journal. Inside it lay the truth. Ancient beings known as Akuko Ndu, destiny eaters who fed on the stars of children. And long ago, they had attacked the very land where Ogbahe School now stood. Chiamaka's fear deepened. One evening, she followed Mama Oji from a distance. Instead of leaving after selling, Mama Oji walked toward the thick bushes behind the hostels. The closer she got, the longer her shadow stretched, bending unnaturally. Then, in a blink, she vanished, swallowed by the darkness. That same night, more students collapsed into sickness. Worried, Chiamaka confided in her roommate Tolu, who had been growing weaker every day. Together, they watched the school at night. Often, they spotted a mysterious figure standing beneath the mango tree watching the dormitories. They believed it was another spirit until the night the figure stepped into the moonlight. It was the principal, Okori. He confessed that he knew something evil lurked in the school. He had been appointed long ago to guard the children because their destinies were unusually bright. But Mama Oji somehow slipped past every spiritual barrier. But Mama Oji's story was far more complicated. One stormy night, she appeared again in Chiamaka's dream. But this time, Chiamaka saw not just the pot of stolen stars, but Mama Oji holding a ghostly child who looked just like her. Mama Oji's eyes were filled with darkness, yet also unbearable pain. She revealed her truth. Long ago, she had lost her only child, a child with a destiny so bright that spirits hunted him. In her grief, she made a pact with the forest spirits. If she brought them the destinies of other children, she would be reunited with her child in the spirit world. And the child she lost had been reborn into Chiamaka. That was why Mama Oji's food never affected her. That was why her wrist glowed. Her star was familiar, too familiar to consume. Everything led to the night of the new moon. The air was still. The sky was silent. One by one, every child who ate Mama Oji's food rose from their beds, sleepwalking into the cold night. Their eyes were half open, empty, controlled. They gathered in the school field like puppets. Mama Oji stood at the center, a swirling pot of stolen stars glowing before her. Chiamaka stepped forward, her wrist blazing with light. The principal attempted to seal Mama Oji away with protective words, but she was too powerful, fed by years of stolen destinies. When Mama Oji approached Chiamaka, her voice trembled. "Come with me. You belong to me. You are my child." But Chiamaka, tears in her eyes, shook her head and refused. Her refusal shattered the pact instantly. The pot burst open. Stars shot upward like fireworks, then rained back down on the children, returning what had been stolen. A scream tore from Mama Oji, not of anger, but of heartbreak, as her form broke apart into 1,000 glowing fireflies, drifting into the night air. By morning, the students regained their strength. The school breathed again. Chiamaka's wrist mark faded into a faint trace of light. As she stood beneath the mango tree at sunrise, a single firefly floated towards her and landed lightly on her hand. It blinked once, soft, familiar. Then it flew away. Chiamaka watched it fade into the morning sky, wondering if the story had truly ended or if another chapter waited in the shadows.